Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawai'i Rainbow Warriors, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Duke Blue Devils. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Duke's offense takes the field for the first time today. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find... because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Pass to 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his big tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. So Hawaii's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Got room on the return. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. Excellent field position here for the offense. Give to the running back. At the 20, he's got space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll give it to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got... And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Final play of the quarter coming. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. to the air on first down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
He'll come through on third down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Blue Devils are on the move. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. And going airborne.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's looking to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And the Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Blue Devils headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot, and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything they're
going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 35. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll leave it with him.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Wake Forest. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. The quick out. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They're trying to get to him. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try the right side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Blue Devils. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawai'i offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sawyer. At the 45 on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And watching this offense the past couple weeks, man, everything's hard. And they got to find a way to get some easier routes, some quicker throws, some higher percentage things because they're just not hitting at a high clip, and they got to find a way to make things easier and alleviate some pressure off their quarterback.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That's the kind of protection you dream about as he fires left. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Just about set for the second half kickoff. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Hawai'i ready to go back to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run it.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. They'll throw it on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll try the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. And the Blue Devils want to move quickly. Off play action. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gonna let it fly. It's complete. A huge pickup. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Duke. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the 3rd quarter, march down the field and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Using his legs, it's Hicks. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires to the tight end. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run the option. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense, quick tempo. The option look. Got the 1st down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gets it out quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quickly complete. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Costa. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Firing to the right, complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Spins away from the defense. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the tailback. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense set on first down. Quarterback will keep it. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. The Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry-up. On second down, he'll let it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They're going to run it to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the field goal unit is on the field. Good right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end.
The pass on first down. Caught.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
At the 36. And first down.
Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Cherry. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The play action fake. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to stay on his feet.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous party gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Duke. And the pummeling has started.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0. They're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to convert this second and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Get it out on the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They want to just keep throwing it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
A 3rd and long coming up here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offense is trying to run the counter play into the boundary. Those pulling linemen, though, actually led extra linebackers to the point of attack, and as a result, they were able to get a tackle for loss.
This is a long 4th down try, but the offense stays on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires it down the seam. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Going up top on 1st down. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The snap sets up to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Past the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays. And the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball is dropped, incomplete, and that will do it for this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.